Welcome back for another amazing adventure in the American Southwest, where ancient secrets lie hidden, waiting to be discovered once again. On this adventure, we will discover some extraordinary ancient structures and some absolutely incredible rock art. This is one adventure you won't want to miss. All right, welcome back, guys. Another day, another canyon, another adventure. You know how we do it. Not really feeling it today too much. I think I ate something a little off, but I'm out here anyway. I'm pretty far from home, so felt like I couldn't really waste a day sitting around camp. Not feeling good, so figured I'd see if I could get out here, do some hiking, maybe get feeling better. Usually that's how it works out. If I can get moving and get going, I'll end up feeling a little better. But I'm just sitting here looking across the canyon at some ruins that I truly don't understand how they got to them. I got some video on my iPhone already because all I got is the GoPro and the drone. So I can't really zoom in that good. Don't worry, camera is in the near future. I need one. I need a nice one I can zoom in real good. But that's still in the works. So until then, gotta make do with what we got. This very top, like, lip, the big one, there's ruins down here, like right here-ish, and then there's like three or four granaries and a couple different walls. So yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking about what would have made them decide to live on that cliff band. What it would have been like to live on a cliff like that. I couldn't imagine. It'd have to be something really scary to push me to do that, because that doesn't look too fun. I guess I'll keep going down the canyon. Clearly, I can't get to those ones. No point in even trying. But I'm gonna keep going down the canyon. There should be some more down here. And oh, actually, I think I see another one right now. Huh. So yeah, I'll just keep going down the canyon, and we'll see what we can find today. Try to make the most of the day. Looks like a perfect little area for like a granary or something. Last time I came into this canyon, I almost got skunked, and then I found one small set of ruins at the end of the day. And I guess, I just didn't go down far enough, but so many of these look like they're pretty much inaccessible. I don't like the adventure I picked. Man, what a vast canyon. There might be some structures right down there, up underneath that lip. But, that's one deep canyon. I don't necessarily want to go down in there today. Oh no, I think it's down there. Now I think I was supposed to drop way down back there. This place is such a maze. Well, that's certainly the site I want to get to. I can't necessarily see it yet, but I'm starting to see some rubble. Yeah, there's a kiva right there. Well, that's why they were here. There's a steep right here. A little spring. I'm just happy to be out here, enjoying the beautiful weather, getting active. Better than sitting on my couch in the living room any day. So, you've been watching my videos? You never made it down to the Southwest? Or you've never got out and explored something like this? I urge you to do some research, even if it's in your area. If you're far away, don't have the time or the resources to make it down here, research something in your area and go explore some history. Because I'm sure there's history around you. Might not be the same kind, but I'm sure there's some cool history you could go and go to the same place that it took place and see what's left, and it's just really amazing. Well, we're coming up on the site right now. Yeah, we're here. Wow, yeah, this is really cool. Oh my goodness. No regrets. I swear. Oh, no way. It's a kiva. It's a kiva. That's really cool. All right, here, we're gonna do a linear, like we're gonna start here at the first structure. We'll check out the kiva, and we'll work our way all the way down this ledge and see what there is to see. Oh, okay, yeah, this is really cool. That's just some charcoal. Okay, I'll just say what this is. It could have been a second kiva, but I'm not sure. Watching where I step. Look at this, that's a door. Obviously it's not still in place. Oh. Yeah, I think that this back here would have been used. I bet you it was a grainer. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, and I forgot the flashlight. You can see. Here, 1 second. Let me pause this. Check that out. They made like a little arch and a doorway back there. What was this? Granary. So yeah, they made a little arch and a doorway back there. So what, was this number 1? And that was granary number 2? Because clearly they were 2 rooms. Don't step on anything. I don't see nothing too crazy. Just a little piece of wood back there. While I'm here, I guess we better get some good shots of this. The roof. You can see how they would have made it. Like all the trees. And they'd put dirt on top of it. You see like the little benches? Oh, someone carved a date on the inside. Man, this is amazing. Crazy that someone went in there. But, man, that's in like almost completely intact. Oh, I do think the morning time would have been a little better to come here. That's just such a good shot. Oh, it's just so dark. I don't know that I can get my gimbal up in between those logs. Wow. Really puts into perspective how big these would have been. Another structure right here. See, look, and you can see into that second back room that we first saw into. Had two sides, right? You can see the blackening on the roof. Comes all the way up to up here. And then ventilation shaft right here. I almost wonder if this was another kiva. Some kivas would have been like D-shaped. And this is pretty D-shaped. And then you come over here. You see this? Perfectly square. I wonder what that was for. Almost looks like a door. And then you can see right here we got multiple doors. Oh, there's a nice piece of pottery down in there. It's about as good as I can get that one. I'm not gonna climb in there and try to get to it. Wow. Pretty extensive. Oh, and you can tell. Look, that would have been a granary, right? No blackening in the roof. You wouldn't have a fire in the granary. You just stored things in there. It was just storage. Right next to it, there's one little area. Blackening. So there was a dwelling space right here that is no longer right there. I'm sure some of these rocks are from the structure. And the rest of it's gone with time down into the canyon. This is really cool and a quite extensive structure. So this would have been, you can see it has like a curvature. So I would suspect it would have been almost like a bigger version of that. Just did like kind of like a D shape. And it would have been for storage as well. No blackening on the roof. And I'm telling you right now, I've camped out here in February. No way I'm doing that without a wood stove and some nice, like a nice sleeping bag. I almost wonder if this is another kiva. It's very like circular. Hard to say. Like we'll never truly know anymore. The answers are gone with time. But that's really cool. I still can't get over that kiva. Clearly that was, I don't know, a storage cyst? Hey. I thought that would have been a grinding stone. I'm not sure if it is. It almost looks like that would have been for grinding, but I don't know. The grooves aren't deep enough to know for sure. Alright. Let's drop down and check this out from the front. Remainders of the wall. Then you can see up here. That's mortar. Right here, right here. That's all mortar. There's some more over here. So, I mean, that gives you the height. The structure was at least that tall. Oh my goodness. There's layers. There's layers to this site. It was clearly used for a long time. I'll get to that though. You can see the walls. Try to just do a nice scan of the site. Really just document it. Make sure it's recorded. Okay. Hopefully I can get these and they'll be obvious. Do you see that humanoid figure? Right there? And then there's these, I guess they're sheep. Oh, and there's another humanoid right here. Yeah. And then there's sheep. But look, this sheep, it has mortar on top of it. This one seems like it did too. So that really just makes me think like, yeah, there's layers here. I think that there probably would have been something right here, but it's gone with time now. And maybe more up here. Whoa. But that's cool. We found some rock art. Oh, it just keeps going, man. Some of these sites were just so extensive. A whole village living here. I love a good kiva that's intact like that. Especially when the roof's falling in. I wish it would have maybe been a little more open so I could see in a little better. There's another structure right here. Would have been square. See the walls? Probably for storage. I don't see any blackening on the roof. But no guarantees on that. Man. Nice little piece of corrugated pottery. That's cool. Not seeing any rock art here. Well, that's a piece of pottery. You can see it was coiled. And this was the top. And the coils start right here. And then that was the top lip where it curved out. Put it right back where we found it. Exactly where we found it. That's where the archaeologists want it. Not just in a pile at the ruins. They want to know exactly where it came from. Nice, I guess a door, yeah. Oh, hey, look at this. You can see how they made this door. They chipped off on the edges where they needed to make it fit exactly how they wanted. Which is pretty cool. That's quality work right there. I think that's just natural. I wonder where their grinding slicks are. Maybe they were more like metates. Or we're going to come across a bunch right up here. Yep. Right here. Corn cob. You can see. That's where they were grinding their corn. I'm sure there were more spots they were doing it, but this is the only place I know for sure. What do we think that stick was used for? Part of the roof? Or is it? I don't know. You can see, look, this roof would have been made with these small little twigs and then just mortar on top of them, probably crisscrossing. You can see some mortar remnants here. You see how the roof just caved right in on it over time. I don't see a doorway, so I think it's safe to assume this was a top loading storage cyst. Man. I bet you these walls came up to about here and they used this section of the roof as a roof, but I don't think they would have done that here. That probably wouldn't have been quite as high. You can kind of see where it ended with the mortar. It would have only been like another foot higher, the walls would have been. Always watch your step at a site like this. Really at any site, but especially one like this. We need to keep this one as pristine as we can, and it's in pretty good condition. This area right here feels busy. Like those rocks, I wonder how many people have sat on those rocks. Another structure would have been curved. They always like to make them like a D shape, I guess. I've seen that a lot where they'd curve them. You can see it came back like this. Why would they make it so there was a gap? Weird. Huh. That's weird too. I wonder what this originally looked like when it was first discovered. Plus, I mean, honestly, I wonder what it looked like when it was freshly built and full of life. And people called it their home. Oh, yeah, check this one out. Gimbal doesn't like that angle. You can see right here. Oh, that angle sucks. Kind of how they built it. Just looks like a lot of mud and rocks, especially towards the top. Like they kind of just sculpted it. Like it's stacked till I believe about this height. There's like little scratches in here. Oh, look at this. More grinding slicks. Oh, and there's some like little ones, almost like they would, hammer them away and then you grind them to smooth them out. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Some sharpening grooves in here. All right. It almost looks like there's petroglyphs on that. Like weird lines I haven't seen before. Huh. That's really cool. What an amazing place. Yeah, I wonder how far, if there's more. Imagine how many people sat on that rock right there and looked out at this exact view. And what were their lives like? Oh, whoa. There's some structures, or at least some remnants of some structures, or at least one up there. Yeah, right up here. Oh, it's nice to have the gimbal not messing with me. Oh, I want to get out the drone, but I don't know how good of an idea that is. Well, there's something I missed right here. Nice black on white. I think this would have been later. I remember hearing in a webinar that like the later periods would have been, they would almost use more black than they would have used white. But who knows? I'm no expert with that. I can't date pottery like that. I can try my best, but that's just too much information to try to retain. There's so many different stuff. Oh, wait. Now I'm finding pottery. That's just like a... Whoa. Let me see how the camera's picking this up. Oh my god, the camera picks it up better than my eyes. I have to get it on a very specific angle for my eyes to see it. Well, maybe the camera does too. Look at that. Those lines? What would those have been? Would that have been a different color that's rubbed off and you can just see the remnants? I would think so. Where did I get that? Like right here? Some of the pottery is just absolutely mind-blowing. Oh, hey. I can't believe... I got so dumbfounded. I didn't even notice. Here's their mono. That pottery blew me away. That's what I mean. I love pottery. But yeah, this is our grinding stone, river rock. And then as I used it, it just gets smoother and smoother. And now this is, I mean, this is as smooth as it gets. That's really cool. There's something I missed. A little piece of pottery, nothing crazy. Pretty thick though. Just some grayware. Simple. Simple as could be. Completely smooth. Weird how that rock is shaped and broken like that. Yeah, I bet you down here is the pottery. Alright. One of the major things I want to do is see if, because the lighting has changed, if maybe I can get some better contrast to see into this. It probably just got worse, but doesn't hurt to give it a shot. You can see I would assume a lot of these flat slabs would have been on the roof. I've shown it before, but you can really kind of make it out back here. How they would have like stacked them like one here, one here, one here, one here. And then kind of like the whole circle would have just slowly came in on itself. And then I would assume on top of that, then they would have laid these slabs. And you can see people have carved their names into the back of these. And then there's also a date back there. Which, don't be that guy. Can't believe someone even went in these. You know what? Yeah, it looks like people have been stepping up right here and into it to look at these. Unless it's archaeologists, you shouldn't be doing that. That's some extreme disrespect in my opinion. Don't trample a kiva in this good a condition. Come here, look at it, enjoy it, but let's protect it. Let's keep it intact. This is probably one of the best, most intact kivas I've ever seen. What a blessing it is to get to see it. Never know what the generations that come after us are going to get the chance. If we can learn to respect these places, tread lightly, leave artifacts where you find them, then they should have every opportunity we had. clearly looks like they were making some kind of point out of this, and then for whatever reason they stopped. Same with this one. But that one looks like it broke. Oh, hey. Nice corrugated piece. That's a nice one. That's a really nice one right there. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it. As always, leave it exactly where you found it. Let someone else come by and find that, or let someone study it. All right. I think I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed the video, like to come on this adventure with me, subscribe. Much more to come. Really like the video, leave me a like. Got any questions? Comment them down below. If you saw anything I missed, comment that down below too. Let me know and I'll check it out. But thanks for coming along with me, guys. Until next time.